Hi guys, welcome to the Whisky Snug. I'm Whisky Webb here at Shelter Point Distillery, and today we're going to do a whisky review. Now today I've got something quite different, quite special. This is a single cask bottling from the Scotch Malt Whisky Society, and this is Society cask number 54.62. Now 54 is Aberlour, so it's a Speyside whisky. This is one of 204 bottles, and it's called Wasabi Marzipan, with interesting tasting notes: cinnamon, nutmeg, mace spice with green apples, grapes before marzipan and a kick of ginger, wasabi and mint on freshly sawn wood. So yeah, lots of interesting flavours going on there. This is 9 years old. It was distilled on the 8th of May 2008, and it was put into a second fill ex-bourbon barrel. Now, the great thing about single cask whisky from the Scotch Malt Whisky Society is it's also very strong. So this is 61.2%, and if you do what I did today and went to Costco and there's no toilet paper left, then you have to look for alternatives. So any whisky over 60%, not only do you get a nice smell on your hands, but your hands are perfectly sanitised too, so if you have any hygiene concerns, then no problem, you're covered. So let's pour a wee dram here. Now, Aberlour is in the heart of Speyside. It's a distillery. It's beautiful. It's right by the Burn of Lower, and it meets the Spey River. It's about 18 miles or so south of Elgin, so it's surrounded by Macallan, Benrinnes, Glenallachie, Craigellachie, so there's lots of good distilleries nearby, and it's a beautiful place, nice old buildings, and designed by Charles Haig, so well worth a visit if you ever get there. And what they typically do is they have this double casking kind of philosophy where they take ex-bourbon whisky, and then they also take stuff aged in ex-sherry Oloroso casks, and then they combine it at the end of aging, and they create typically quite a sherried expression. One of the casks that you may have tried is like Abuna, their cask strength range, and it's quite heavily sherried. So this is the beauty with independent bottlers like the Scotch Malt Whisky Society, because you get to try maybe a different side of the whisky from a distillery, something a bit off the beaten path. And this is certainly the case with this one, because it's aged solely in that ex-bourbon barrel. And because it's quite young as well, it's a 9-year-old whisky, I think it's very good at showing the distillery character of Aberlour. They have quite wide stills at Aberlour. They're quite bulbous at the bottom, and then it goes up to a swan neck and then down the line arm to the shell and tube condenser. But usually you would associate those big wide stills with quite a heavy, quite meaty spirit perhaps. Where with Aberlour it's quite buried, it's quite soft, it's quite fruity. And I think that the way they can do that is because the stills are quite high, but also that they probably run them quite slowly, just so that it's the lighter flavours getting over rather than some of the heavier stuff. So on the nose, just getting loads of vanilla, apple. It's almost like a apple crumble with custard, or maybe double cream biscuits. It's very fresh and vibrant. It's just good, easy nosing. Even at the strong strength of 61.2%, there's no real burn or prickle or tingle in the nose. It's just soft and fruity, and that's the beauty of Speyside whiskies, you know, they're kind of mellow. They take you to a mellow place. Like today I was up the hill snowboarding, and then I went for a hot tub after, and this is just a nice way to wind down at the end of that day. And now we'll try a bit on the palate. It's thick, it's viscous, It just fills the whole mouth with flavour. And just get this lovely warm sensation going down. And it really does come alive with a bit of water too. I'll just add a wee drop here. Yeah, if you ever visit Aberlour as well, go to the Mash Tun pub just around the corner. So if you go down the street to Aberlour, there's the Mash Tun bar, and it's got an amazing collection of Glenfarclas family casks. I think it's got whiskies all the way back to like the 50s. Great bar right by the river, well worth checking out. Yeah, with water a bit more creamy. Yeah, maybe a hint of banana in there too. But yeah, this is good either way, like cask strength or with water. Delicious whiskey. Aberlour is a fantastic distillery. I think they're actually going through an expansion phase at the moment. So they have 2 wash stills and 2 spirit stills. They're quite large, so they can make maybe 3.5 million litres of pure alcohol a year, but I think they're going to double that, if not a bit more. Pernod Ricard, the owner of Aberlour, they're going through an expansion program right now. So look out for that in the future. Check out the designs, and there's some pictures out already, I think, in mid-December. But yeah, check out Aberlour, check out Scotch Malt Whisky Society, both fantastic institutions, and great at times like these when everyone's a bit concerned and maybe wanting something a bit stronger. So thank you all. Any questions or comments about Aberlour or the Scotch Malt Whisky Society, let me know, and I'll do the best to help you out. And happy dramming. Enjoy your whisky journey. Thanks. Bye.